It's an unforgettable night of music, inspiration, and faith. And as you know, the choir on its own, immensely talented. I mean, we would line up just to see them sing any day. But each year they invite a special guest artist to join them on stage.
And when you look back at past performances, you will find a long list of esteemed guests. But just to name a few, Grammy Award-winning singer Gladys Knight, legendary broadcaster Walter Cronkite was a guest narrator.
That was an exciting year for sure. There was Broadway actor, singer, and dancer Tony Award winner Sutton Foster. She graced the stage. And one that impressed my daughter when she heard I got the chance to see her and meet her was Emmy and Tony Award-winning performer Kristen Chenoweth. I loved that year.
Oh, she's a favorite for sure. And just last year, Broadway singer Ruthie Ann Miles graced the stage.
So, who will it be this year? We are so honored to welcome Mac Wilberg, the director of the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square, to make this special announcement. It is good to see you, sir. And I joked with you before the show that it's probably a little bit of early. People will stop harassing you at Costco, at your church. We can now say who this big performer, this big name will be.
Well, it's always a great day when we can make this announcement. So thank you for letting us make the announcement here.
And this is a true honor for us, so we all want to know who is going to be the guest for this Christmas show this year.
Well, we have a unique pair of guest artists this year, a husband and wife duo, very talented, very gifted, both of them, in their own right. And so we are pleased to announce Stephanie J. Block and Sebastian Artcelis,
her husband.
As her husband.
Yes, yes. This name may be unfamiliar, familiar to some, unfamiliar to others. Tell us a little bit about her performance ability, and what makes you so excited to have her part of the performance this year.
Stephanie just recently finished a highly acclaimed performance in Kiss Me Kate on Broadway, and in fact, it was also broadcast on PBS several months ago. And people may know Sebastian in a role that he played in, I believe it was Madam Secretary.
That's a popular show that a lot of people love and watch. Stephanie in particular has earned the praise of critics and audiences alike. She's been called the reigning queen of American music theater. That's quite the title. Variety noted her powerful onstage stature, describing her performance style as one with feeling and depth. And Broadway World wrote, Stephanie Block is the very essence of the term Broadway star. It's so fun to think of how you might mix that Broadway repertoire, that Broadway experience, with the classic nature and style of the choir. I bet you're excited to see how this comes together.
We are, and Stephanie will not only be singing, but Sebastian will be narrating part of the concert, but he is a fine singer as well. And I think that there may be a moment when people will be able to hear them sing together.
You might get a tune out of him too.
Yes.
A package deal, indeed.
I mean, he is very, very fine singer. So.
And Mac, what are you hoping that people will walk away with this performance, this particular year, giving this duo that will be, gracing the stage with their presence?
Well, as always, our hope is that people come and that they celebrate the true meaning of Christmas, which is, of course, the birth of the Savior. And in doing so, we approach the concert differently from year to year, and that's why I think that's part of the success of the concert. We always want people to walk away saying that, well, that was at least as good as last year.
Oh, I feel like every year you outdo yourself, and I don't know how, because the combination, like you said, of the singing, the dancing, and most of all the spirit that exists at these concerts is just unmatched. So thank you again for gracing us with your presence today and letting us make this exciting announcement. Good luck in the rehearsals to come.
Thank you for letting us be here.
Thanks, Mac.
And prior to the announcement, KSL News specialist Brian Carlson sat down for an exclusive interview with Stephanie and Sebastian to hear what they think about this special opportunity and to learn more about their incredible careers. Brian.
It was a great opportunity for me, and so when you meet them, I think you'll be impressed with the amazing singers they are, how much they've done together, both on stage and on screen, and the love they have for each other. I walked away from our conversation thinking, wow, I want to see what they can do.
Iconic roles and an iconic voice.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better?
Tony Award-winning actress Stephanie J. Block known best for her famed performances on Broadway, is thrilled to be joining the Tabernacle Choir on Temple Square.
This may sound super strange, but I also my hands got a little sweaty, like I got a little nervous. And that to me was an impetus or a little nudge from heaven to say, do it.
You've seen her on hit TV shows or appearing in places like New York's Lincoln Center.
You've got to start somewhere.
But Block has never performed with a choir and orchestra as large as that at Temple Square, with over 300 singers and more than 100 musicians. Honestly, she's still trying to wrap her head around what to expect.
When I experienced Carnegie Hall with an 80-piece orchestra, it's like being on the front of a moving train. The sound behind you just kind of pushes you forward. And that sort of energy, anytime it's coming this way or this way, it's a wild experience. It's a wild ride.
Block is looking forward to the sound and performing in front of the big conference center crowd. But most of all, sharing the stage with her husband, actor and singer Sebastian Arcelus, narrating this year's Christmas concert alongside her. The two have sung together.
We will always belong.
Acted together.
How about dinner at that bistro you like? What's it
Why
called?
don't you just let me know how it goes first?
And are looking forward to this together.
I'm assuming that there'll be some great chemistry on stage.
You think?
Well, let's hope.
Speaking with both of them virtually, Arcelus says he loves the large yet intimate night awaiting for them at the conference center.
So to be in that space and feel the well of emotion and the power of music and voice and faith, but also the intimacy of what that means for each of us, is something that I really can't wait for.
Both are believers of Jesus Christ, and their upcoming performance, pointing others to Christ at Christmas, they consider it a calling.
And I do find that if I am doing my craft correctly, then it is supposed to be of service.
So we're thrilled to be able to have the chance to share what we do in honor of what he does.
Tabernacle Choir President Mike Levitt says their vision fits perfectly with the choir's goal for the concert.
Now, the world has become a bit more emphasis on the holiday and a little less emphasis on Christ. And we view that as part of our mission, to focus the holiday on the purpose.
Partnership Block and Arcelus say feels meant to be.
For some reason, this project seems absolutely fitted for who we are already.
And with the stars now aligned,
And once we're past, let's hope the change is last.
they're counting down the days to sharing the holidays with the Tabernacle Choir.
Don't you get excited? And they're not wasting any time either. As we speak, Block told me today, for the first time, they're hearing the arrangements and how the choir wants to layer in the sound and all the storytelling. So the prep for Christmas has already begun.
Oh, great conversation, Brian. Great conversation. And hang with us because I was so impressed with how they talked about their personal faith line fitting in to this opportunity. In fact, Stephanie said this: we're a prayerful family, so when Christ and family come together to meet the gifts we've been given and the opportunity lends itself to share those gifts at Christmas time, she concluded by saying we feel very, very lucky. And I have to think, I know you sense that gratitude from her and her husband, but I have to think as a performer, I can't imagine bringing your testimony of Jesus Christ and your sheer gift and talent of music together in a setting like that. That's going to be an amazing opportunity for them too.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those things. You listen to that conversation that we had together and you could feel their faith. They say they begin every year, Christmas time, singing happy birthday to Jesus, and just the little things like that. I mean, you could feel the tenderness between them. their faith, their love for each other. I think it's going to be a great year.
It's going to be a special year for sure, Brian. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely some great perspective there. So it is obviously very clear the Christmas concert will be a special night. So now we all want to know, the question here is, how are we going to get tickets? Joining us now is Kelly Taylor, the Director of Marketing for the choir. And Kelly, from your perspective, we asked Mac this as well, but what makes this event so memorable and unique year after year, especially around the holidays when people want to create these memories?
Well, I think the music of the choir is so easy during Christmas anyway. I mean, people have grown up with the choir being the soundtrack for Christmas, you know, their entire lives. So being able to attend and see these kind of shows that vary from year to year because of the dynamics of the guest artists that come, I think makes it an incredibly special and the hottest ticket in town, actually, right?
It is the hottest ticket in town. So to that point, where does one get such a hot ticket? How do we do this?
Let me tell you, there's a surefire way, and that is try out and make the choir. You get the best seats,
this
right?
Is a shop, brother.
There you get. For those who are less talented like myself, you can do like everybody else will this year. So starting Tuesday on the choir's website at 10 a.m., until November 7th, everybody can register for tickets. It is a random ticket selection process, so it doesn't matter when you register during that window, but everybody gets in, and then a computer goes and fills in every seat every single night, and then we notify if you get tickets. So you can imagine we get about 4 times the number of seats available for the requests, right?
Yeah.
So I know it's a hard ticket to get, but it's worth the effort. I've heard everything from, we let every family member register, right? So just do what you can. Register, you have a chance.
So my 10-month-old, her name is going to be on the line.
She's got an email address, let it go.
She's part of the family, there you go. All right, so for those folks though that don't get very lucky and get tickets, how are they able to watch this performance?
Let's start with the best kept secret along the Wasatch Front, and that is this. The choir performs every single Sunday live, and you're invited, right, for music and the spoken word. Now, the day after the Christmas concerts on the 14th, those guest artists join us for music and the spoken word. We're in the conference center. We have a lot of people come, but there's no tickets required. You can come. It's an encore performance from our guests. So Sebastian and his wife Stephanie will be there singing or participating in that. It's a beautiful way to be involved that way. So that's the first one I would say. Come any Sunday, but if you really want something special, come on the 14th, right? Outside of that, last year's Christmas concert will be shown this year as well. So PBS will air that on the 15th of December, BYU TV on the 18th of December, and you can watch that great performance from last year with Ruth Ann Miles and Dennis Haysbert.
I'm so grateful you make it accessible and available. We can watch it from the cozy comfort of our home, but looking forward very much to this year's performance, and so thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks,
Come down
Kelly.
anytime.
Thank you.
Well, in breaking news, we have another announcement from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints that we want to let you know about. And this is going to be impacting many young people and families worldwide.
Yeah, this is exciting in its own right. The church has announced the creation of 55 new missions, all set to open on July 1st of 2026. So among the new locations, Kisumu, Kenya, East London, South Africa, Kampala, East Uganda, Halifax, Canada, Athens, Greece, Kansas City, Missouri, and a little closer to home, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, just to name a few of those 55 new missions. This brings the total number of missions for the church to 506.
In a news release, President of the church, Dallin H. Oaks, says it is inspiring to see the number of young church members who continue to answer the call to share the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ around the world. Now, you can find a link to the full list of those 55 new missions right on our website at ksltv.com.
We'll be right back.
Coming up, Oscar winner Brie Larson is dishing about her next big project.
Esteemed.